In the entertainment world, especially K-pop, behind-the-scenes stories are often more interesting than what the public sees. Not infrequently, idols keep precious memories that they only share with those closest to them. This time, however, one of the most moving stories has finally come to light. Jungkook, the lead vocalist of BTS, who has always been known for his mysterious and secretive demeanor, revealed such memorable past memories alongside two figures who are very close to him: Jin, a fellow BTS member, and Cha on a very emotional occasion. Jungkook opened the veil of a story that not many fans know. A memory that involves two important friends in his life. A story that not only invites Haru, but also reveals their deeper humanity. In this rare interview, Jungkook recounts the journey of his life and friendship with Jin and Cha Eun-woo, filled with loving moments and struggles. Unforgettable past. The beginning of Jungkook and Jin's meeting before becoming the big stars they are today. Jungkook and Jin have gone through a long journey together, both in their careers and in their personal lives. The two have jointly built BTS from scratch to reach the peak of incredible success. However, their relationship is more than just group mates. As Jungkook revealed, Jin has always been his caring older brother, someone to rely on not only on stage, but also in life. Jungkook spoke with gratitude about how Jin was always present in difficult times, providing support and wise advice. Jin Hyung is someone who has always been there for me, not only as a friend, but also as a big brother, Jungkook said in the interview. Haru's moment also occurs when Jungkook recalls their early days together, when BTS was still not famous. They often face great difficulties and challenges, but Jin always encourages and reminds Jungkook to stay strong. And however, Cha Eun-woo, friends become family-esque. Eun-woo Hyung Jungkook friendship tested by time. B Space Cha Eun story that inspires many. Story Bathhouse Unforgettable special moments. Each story conclusion. Beauty and simplicity keys through this story. We learn that while our lives may be full of the spotlight and public attention, the most important thing is to maintain the relationships that keep us loving human beings. This story reminds us all not to forget the people who have supported us in the journey of life, especially in difficult times. In the world of K-pop entertainment that is full of highlights, every step of the idol is always the center of public attention. When BTS's Jungkook, one of the group's most famous members in the world, revealed past memories with Jin and Cha Eun-woo, fans immediately responded with emotion. The story of friendship between them sounds very touching. However, in the midst of their signs, a big question arises that deserves our reflection. Did this story really happen? Or was it just a fabrication to attract the attention of the media and fans? This heartwarming story describes how Jungkook reminisces about his friendship with BTS's Jin and Astro's Cha Eun-woo. There are many emotional moments told, which illustrate their closeness beyond the glamorous world of entertainment. However, behind the beauty of the story conveyed, many people began to wonder, is it true that this story is so sincere? Is this part of a marketing strategy, or just a tactic to maintain the image of an emo-filled idola story of friendship too perfect? However, to some readers, this story may sound too perfect and too dramatic to be true. Not infrequently in the entertainment world, stories like this are wrapped in narratives created to deepen emotional ties with fans and create a more human image. Of course, good and deep friendships exist, but do stories like this really happen the way they are told? Or is it a form of media manipulation to increase attention? Is this an engineering? Many believe that in the world of entertainment, very emotional and heartfelt stories can sometimes be formed for a specific purpose. Not a few argue that this is a way to show a human idol who has always looked perfect. The entertainment industry often makes use of stories that can make fans feel closer to their idols. Then, is it possible that this story was also made up? However, Doesn't the media also know that stories like this can be a special attraction? This seemingly perfect friendship story can certainly captivate the hearts of many people. Stories like these often grab attention because they touch the emotional side of readers and make them feel more connected to their idols. This certainly gives an advantage in building a positive image in the eyes of fans and strengthening the popularity of the group. News or hoaxes? An even bigger question arises. Does this story really portray reality, or is it just a hoax designed for the purpose of sensation? Many times, we hear news that claims something very moving and touching, but behind it there is an element of engineering design to arouse the emotions of the reader. In this highly competitive entertainment world, everything can be used as a tool to achieve for some people. Stories like this may only be considered part of the game media to attract attention. The media and entertainment agencies have a huge influence on shaping the image of idols. Stories about such beautiful friendships can be very effective in increasing fan loyalty. On the other hand, some people may feel that a story like this should be investigated because it is difficult to prove whether the story really represents reality or is just a narrative set up to create magic in the entertainment world. Encourage readers to think critically. As readers or listeners, it is important for us to think critically about what we consume in the world of media. The world of entertainment is often full of snippets, fabrications, and image games done by the media and agencies to keep the public's attention. Stories that seem very moving and impressive could be just an engineering to create a sensation. But, of course, we cannot rule out that this story is really real and came from there. However, should we always accept everything that is presented before our eyes without question? Do we have to believe that every story spread by idols is true? Or vice versa, do we have to be careful and more skeptical of the latest news? And these readers, we must be able to judge the news we read with a cool head. Perhaps this story really comes from the hearts of Jungkook, Jin, and Chaeunwoo, but we also can't ignore the possibility that this story has been set up with a specific purpose. The world of entertainment is very complex, and we often only get bits and pieces of the story that may not yet fully reflect reality. Therefore, we must always be prepared to look further behind the stories. In this case, the friendship story between BTS's Jungkook, Jin, and Chaeunwoo is an interesting example to discuss. Stories of their heartwarming moments captured and shared through the media may add to the emotional bond between them and fans. But of course, we must still wonder if this is purely coming from their feelings, or if there's a certain purpose behind it. As the entertainment world increasingly emphasizes the importance of image and popularity, we should also think about whether stories like this are conveyed with sincere intentions or simply as a way to attract more attention to the band.